Hi kids, we're traveling back in time to the Supreme Court of Minnesota. This is a story of a builder who just could not keep his building up. We're traveling back to 1874 to visit some old friends of ours. One of them is the plaintiff, Stees the giraffe, and the defendant, Leonard the elephant, and the unfortunate problem they found themselves in.
One sunny day, Stees the giraffe asked Leonard the elephant to build him a house. "Leonard, I really want a new house in Minnesota Street. I want it to be very, very tall. Will you build it for me?"
Sure thing, Stees. I would be happy to. We have a deal. They shake hands and an agreement is made. Mr. Stees and Mr. Leonard now had a contract. Leonard went straight to work and started building the house.
He worked and built the house, keeping in mind that Stees wanted a very tall house. But when he reached the third level, the house began to shake and soon fell crumbling down. Leonard was very upset that the house had fallen. But because he had a deal with Stees, he decided to try again. And so he started rebuilding the house, bit by bit. And again, when he reached the third story, the house shook and came crashing down. Leonard soon realized that the ground below the house was quicksand and could not hold the weight of the very tall house Stees wanted.
Stees, the house will not stay up. I did not know there was quicksand on Minnesota Street. I cannot complete building it, and I thus refuse to build you your house.
Stees was furious. "But we had a deal. You are going to pay for this. I will see you in court."
Stees the giraffe and Leonard the elephant went to court and decided to let the Honorable Judge Young decide what to do about the house and the deal. Judge Young listened to both sides.
"We had a deal, and Leonard must build me my very tall house."
But Judge Young, I did not know there was quicksand, and neither did Stees. This was a mutual mistake, since we both did not know about the quicksand. Judge Young then thought about the problem, and after some time said, "If there is no act of God, and no rule, and no interference by Stees, Leonard has to build the house. He does not have an excuse. It does not matter that the house is on quicksand, and it does not matter that both Leonard and Stees did not know this before entering into a contract. This is a mutual mistake, but not one that excuses Leonard. Leonard must find a way to build the house. Judgment in favor of Stees."
While Stees celebrated his victory, Leonard left the courtroom looking very sad. He realized he had been defeated by a rule in contract law called mutual mistake, which says that even if two people in a deal do not know of a problem, they must perform the contract unless a law, an act of God, or another party interferes.
So what's the moral of the story, kids? It does not matter if two parties that enter a contract made a mutual mistake about a main term in the contract. The parties must perform the contract. So always do your research before entering into a contract.